And hello, everyone. Welcome to OSAS, day one of the finale. We have 12 teams battling it out, and top three. Well, we're gonna have 12 teams battling it out in two pools, and the top three that make it from both pools will make it into day two. I'm Kirikin, and I'm joined by Twisty. And our
Hi.
first game is our two teams that are pretty new. Well, not pretty new, but we've heard their names before.
Yeah, these two teams making the finale, pretty impressive. One name that sticks out to me is Master X Malachi, the Nasty Goat. This guy has run Nasty for the past 2 seasons, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong. And yeah, anything to say about the other team, Kirkin?
I mean, I've scrimmed against both teams. I've had to help them prep for this, and honestly, I'm actually very excited because Eighth in particular, who is Metal Celeste in this situation. I mean, I think that they're going to be a big influencer because it kind of depends on how they play and how Strages can back them up. Because Strages, again, probably you guys know him from CCL as the guy who carried Dropletto. I mean, he's here to make an impact, and if Eighth can get things done, then it could be a very quick game. Because I've seen some flashes during the scrims that they could do it. They could pull it off.
Yeah, low key, if you have the person that carries Dropletto, your team could definitely win this match, especially with Eighth, a known name in the Bestian slot community. I'm curious to see how these two teams shape up against each other. I see we're starting on Taiko Temple. Any thoughts about how the drafts will go here, Kirikin?
And Taiko Temple though, it's really fun. I mean, it's a really fun map. It's a hilarious map because I think lore wise, I was there when Malachi and Eighth squared off when Eighth was on Clinkers, and it went to set 5.5 where we ended up winning because Hotshot is fun, and it ended up own goaling, I think. But
Oh,
besides that, I think that when it does come down to it, if Malice, because like they usually want us to run Asher on that comp specifically since Eighth is playing Brawler this season. I think that this is going to be an Asher versus probably a did they ban they didn't ban Luna, so it's a Drakkar ban. So in that case, they're gonna probably play against a Luna or a Finny for that matter because Yugo has been branching out to that Finny. So if we can see Asher versus Finny or Asher versus Luna, I think it's gonna be a very swift game because again, Asher on Psycho is really strong.
yeah, especially with the meta, but we do see an Atlas come out. Now, this character is a funny little character. Might be really, really good currently. We have the Mako Atlas special. Every player loves these two characters. And will we see the Asher locked in for 8th here? Asher, a really strong character on Taiko Temple. And honestly, the goalie position or the forward position, really good at stuffing on this map, which is literally just a put in the corner and stuff map. And we do see the Asher locked in with the Octavia. Now, Octavia and Mako, actually pretty interesting because you can just go zoom on this Octavia. And I'm curious to see how they abuse the speed going into Finny, Imi Atlas, but curious to see how these two teams abuse their characters here. Kirikin.
I just realized it's the patented Master X Malachi Atlas forward. Oh my god! And even to Funk Ivy. Wait a minute. This is a new game. This might be a new playing field. If you guys don't know already, Tefunk has been playing Drakkar, but he's been branched out to Ivy this season, and they take it really quickly with first barrier there. But in turn, I think that if I mean this is just the win con really well on it, and if he can keep doing that, then surely this game can possibly be turned around very quickly.
Yeah, Imi definitely a character that can make plays by herself, but we do see the defense from Seraphim Crimson. Alright, sorry, my bad. I'll do it myself coming out. They're not losing this barrier against the offense of Seraphim Crimson. Strage is trying to keep the core contained here in the top side to flank with the offense, going down the Master X Malachi, but nothing can just be done. This top barrier is staying, and 8th definitely mind controlling Yugo there with the Finny special going into the top quarter.
I mean, perfect finish there to that point. Absolute cinema to that top side, and I think that have we seen Yugo play in Finale? I don't. But a Finale as in playing Finny as his character, because he usually plays Luna in this situation for the most part. I think I've seen it in the scrims, but I'm unsure whether or not we've seen it actually on tape, on the actual Twitch channel. So Hope we can see something going, but instead we might be seeing Altavia off the map, and 2v3 power play, Master Xmalika getting both berries in the process, and Tafog with Flip looking to push up again Odiman. We're trying to get this through, but it's a little bit hard because again, Odimon still has Flip too. He doesn't actually use it, but again, the peer pressure.
Yeah, I mean, Master X Malachi sitting it right behind the Mako Drum, something you can abuse. This Mako Drum ability isn't necessarily the best at holding it down. It has some holes, and Master X Malachi abusing that perfectly. But we see the flow state coming up, wait, never mind, it's still up for stages, but it finally comes down. The speed is killed off for the side of I'll do it myself, but Yugo losing the bottom barrier. Let's see if they can hold this top barrier in time to get an offense started, but this offense from I'll do it myself is just too good. Tefong trying to keep core possession here, but I'll do it myself just has unrelenting offense. Ami looking low, and they are down with the Atlas res not coming out in time, and I'll do it myself scores the second point for themselves in this set.
That's pretty good work by Strangers there, keeping it in with the Octavia ult there, and even getting the kill and the goal in the process. But there's still a long way to work through right now. You have 2 flips for Strangers and Odiman, 1 on Malachi. Hopefully we might see him use it. But again, it's something that we need to watch out because Eighth did burn a flip in the beginning of the 3rd point, and it didn't really go well for them. I mean, they found nothing with it, but still they might get the flip again there. I mean, Asher Pathfinder is just broken, and Malachi using the flip on the defense might maybe not be the best move, but they need to get this going quickly because with 3 flips on you, I'll get it done myself. They will get it done themselves as Eighth turns to the top side and wins that first set.
Yeah, I mean, that point is so hard to win for Seraphim Crimson. The enemy team has 3 flips and you have like no energy. That is so difficult. And we do see some interesting awakenings coming up. A lot of speed, not necessarily what you want to see for the side of I'll do it myself. They don't have, like, they want to be spacing out their speed awakenings, but luckily there's only 2 of them here. I'm curious to see if the Octavia gets the stacks or fight or flight. Honestly, you could even go the Spark here for some later scaling. But definitely some nice speed denied from Yugo here. And we're picking up the size on Mako. Definitely going to help just covering that barrier with your big body. Mako definitely a character that kind of just wants to just hold it down. You have a lot of tools to help from the backline. You don't necessarily need to walk up. But interesting awakenings here, Kirikin.
Malachi opting for the stacks on stacks here, even though he didn't take Stagger himself. Maybe he realized that he needs a lot more speed to keep this game under control, as Alice isn't the greatest for you want to play on, but it's something that you want to worry about if you're Madeline Celeste here. Looking really low though, looks to be targeted by Yugo, almost dies there, but doesn't quite yet fall off the map. They might need to target them if they want to get this power play going, but 2 staggered players on the board for I'll do it myself, looking to try to even it out so far, but they're holding on. Even Malachi staggered too, looking to just live as the Tiger Jump just bounces him around. Lucky save. Fortunately, that Atlas res does stick around just in time, but Mountain Celeste still very, very strong, very, very impressive because they're not letting Yugo get anything done. Even though he loses that first barrier, he's just still going, and the fact that she's still alive is just insane.
Yeah, I mean, the members here, Seraphim Crimson, are holding on for dear life. This Atlas special, this divine intervention or celestial intervention is coming out in clutch. Just no KOs for I'll do it myself found here. And Yugo with the amazing offense here with the finish special. Master X Malachi almost finding the bottom shot, but the core flip from Stragas saves it. And Tefong looking really low, but let's see if 8th can make an offense. Yugo just clearing it around 8th. Yugo has the flip in Master X Malachi walking up, almost having that flip. Let's see if they can do an offense here in time before I'll do it myself finds some flips, but 8th gets the top there in the flip, and they put it in the top net.
I mean, that was a really quick turnaround too. Odimon not even opting to use flip, they're actually saving it and keeping it alive for the time being. Really, really useful into this next point as Mountain Celeste does. They even get the goal there too with just some help with the core speed. And Finny's not a really great character you want to play on against an Asher. I mean, even though it's just a pick, it kind of hurts it because in the end, I don't think that Finny's that great with dealing with speed. And there we go, that first flip coming up from Malachi, not really getting enough, but so far it's looking so good as Seraphim Crimson have the offensive pressure so far. They're trying to get things done. Even the Atlas res coming out to give it some more time in the corner, but it's eventually stalled out.
Yeah, they can't. They're stalling at the core perfectly, and Strag is trying to get this core off of Master X Malachi with the flow state, but Master X Malachi kind of just diffing Stragus here. Even with the speed, they're not quite able to take it out of Master X Malachi, and the Finny card from Yugo sneaking it into the goal. What a beautiful play by Yugo there.
Strages. I mean, Strages was keeping it in there for a while and in the corner for a while, and if he could have found a better chance to get it out, maybe it could have supposed something better. As I mean, the offense from I Do It Myself has been like crumbling down on Yugo so many times. If they can just get it down one more time, then it might be what they need, as Maliceless finds the kill on Tafonk yet again. That dash punch working in wonders, but it's a reverse play in potential, as Malachi is keeping it in the corner, keeping it alive for the time being. But Treasures with the Finny, well, with not the Finny secondary, but the Octavia secondary, getting it through, having the flow stay active for a long time, trying to get things done. We'll back off for the orb. And again, Seraphim Crimson back on the offense though. I mean, this offense is so oppressive. It's been chewing down the clock for a while, and if they can get it into overtime, which they might do, or even score right now, it'd be really nice.
Yeah, beautiful play by Tafonk there. You would think that with the comp that I'll Do It Myself has, they'll have a lot more core control, especially over this Atlas forward pick. But it seems to be the opposite. I mean, Seraphim Crimson having way more attacks than them, at least this set, and it's just going to show that Seraphim Crimson is kind of locking in, and they want to win this game. But 8th over with the flip, maybe they can get a double barrier here, but Yugo sees that and tries to stop it, but loses the top barrier in the process. And 8th almost gets the bottom barrier, but let's see, the offense of I'll Do It Myself is also able to find it. Seraphim Crimson not able to lock it down there in fast enough, and Odomon not having many resources here to deal with. Can Seraphim Crimson make an offense in time, or will the core control of I'll Do It Myself be too much for them?
Yeah, both barriers coming down as well for Odomon here. Master X Malachi and Tafonk having flip up, one flip being burnt out, stuffed out by the secondary, but again, Tafonk looking very, very low, but also very dangerous right now. He has so much pressure just having the flip online, and this could be the end of the set if they can find something. Tafonk looking for the outclear for Malachi to just get it through, but it's not coming out yet. 3 members on the opposite side for I'll Do It Myself. The flip comes out to busted out by 8th, and eventually they can get it through, and so will they, as Malachi finds the primary as well. He even has the primary to back it up, actually, as he just strikes it right in.
Yeah, I mean, Master X Malachi putting on performance here, making the Atlas forward pick look good here. And we do see the cast to last. Will Master X Malachi deny this from Strages? It'll be an interesting pick. I don't know if it's worth to deny here, but it could be whatever he thinks. And he does take the prime time, but Strages kind of second guesses himself and doesn't know whether to go to Castellast or the Spark, but ends up on the Castellast.
Castellast Octavia. I think Sparks is very overvalued actually. If you just take Sparks there, then it's a complete loss for you. But thankfully they found the Castellast. But in turn, they've given not to Fog, but they've actually given, I think, of a better shot for Seraphim Crimson to capitalize more, because the Fog has been using his dashes a lot more kind of passively for the most part. He's been getting to try to take more of a defensive position when it comes to dashing backwards, or maybe even try to just cover space in general. I think that the second take with his Cyber Slip will be a lot more effective now, because he's been finding a lot more of these damaging hits onto Stragens, and if you can find more of those, then if you can get him low, then it would just result in another power play, which seems to be happening so far, but they can't really find anything and get anything done just yet as a lot of missed strikes come on.
Yeah, I mean, the win con definitely for the side of Seraphim Crimson would be to kill the side of I'll Do It Myself. They have a lot more power here in this, in the killing department. Finny with the double take, or triple take, sorry, and more damage on the side of I'll Do It Myself. When I'll Do It Myself is really just speccing fully into core control. So if you just whittle down I'll Do It Myself, they're not going to be able to do much. As Master X Malachi is trying to make a play here on the bottom barrier. Can Odomon hold it down, but Tafonk's Cyber Swipe just misses the core, and it goes past Yugo, losing the top barrier. Can Strages make a play here? Tafonk trying to go to Master X Malachi. Will they be able to get the barrier? But Odomon with the perfect defense, and it goes to Yugo with the flip.
And back when 8th respawns now, they have a flow state active as well. If they can actually just get it past Octavia, flow state does for now in the process, and so does that second barrier too. Tafonk and Malachi looking to close it out, but good clear by Odiman, keeps it away for the time being. And again, the corner offense just has so much pressure. Malachi looking low, has to burn the Atlas Res for himself. Almost has flip as well. If he can get something, if he can just keep it in his containment for a little while, it can mean something. But again, it's just so strong with the core control. As you said earlier, the core control is really great for I'll Do It Myself, as they've been keeping it for a long time. And if they can keep the overtime pressure up, it can mean something, as the flip down to the bottom side cleared up to 8th. And that's another point.
I just want to say that was a beautiful play, but I'll do myself. Exchanges with the overtime flip past the 8th and 8th angling that perfectly. That was really beautiful to see. And that was an amazing point. But Masterx Malachi with the flip, hitting the Mako special and the Atlas barrier beam in their face. Not able to do anything with that flip. Kind of unfortunate, but both goalies have their flip here. It'll be kind of hard to get the barriers, but the flow state going down. Yugo having to burn his flip. Odomon having all the pressure on him here, but they do have flip. Can Masterx Malachi get a barrier here? But the flip comes out from Odomon. Masterx Malachi strike wearing it, but he is looking low. But the Celestial Intervention coming out. No damage. All the damage is being reversed here. Yugo trying to get it out, but the side of I'll Do It Myself just has such a relenting offense here. The pass splitter coming out early, but 8th is still able to get that bottom barrier, almost getting the top with the flip, and everybody's looking low here.
I mean, corner offense does get that one barrier, but against corner offense on the other side, now Tafong with flip throws up the sentry turret as well. A lot of things coming online. Strange is looking really low though. They can find a kill, but they're letting him live for the time being with the flow state being still active in the process. Tafong having to flip there, gets it through, but Strange is still low though in the corner too. If they can get something done, Malachi finds second barrier. The glitch pop almost sends it through. And again, I Do It Myself looking sort of on the backside right now, but Straight just whiff flip. Could he do something? He's done it before. What is the fog with the cyber swipe?
Oh my god, what an amazing cyber swipe by the fog. That was beautiful. You see players like in Pro League doing that. That was really impressive by Tafog. And if they can keep up those amazing plays that he's doing, I mean, Seraphim Crimson could just take this all here, but Stages with the base drop, keeping up the flow state here, and I'll Do It Myself has all the flips, and 8th finding the KO onto Masterx Malachi. Tafong also looking low. This HP economy is looking so bad. Yugo trying to stall out with a core flip, but Strange is almost getting something out of the core flip, not quite able to get a barrier here, and Masterx Malachi is back up.
Malachi back up on the board now, and Strange's Malin Celeste and Yugo also all burning their flips there in the process, not really fighting much as all three were stuffed out. And again, it leaves Oniban with a lot of pressure on his hands. He needs to try to get something done because they're not really in the right position as the Yaki's trying to close in, but it's just unaffected so far. The 2v1 with the corner offense is just so strong, and Malin Celeste trying to burn all of her ability to try to get it done. But Yugo holding on so well. I might have caster cursed it for a moment, but still, it's actually looking very strong because again, you have the corner offense on both teams. You also have a lot of core control in general because they haven't been finding much kills. Like the only kills that they've been finding is only when they've been pushing up against the corner.
Oh, I just was shot by 8th with the Asher dash being perfect demon angling that, and that's actually kind of hard to do on Taika because of the drum there in the corner, but 8th just finding it perfectly, getting that goal against Yugo, and now they're up 2-1 in this set. Can the side of I'll Do It Myself close out this set and have a really good lead against Seraphim Crimson? They do lose their bottom barrier first. Masterx Malachi trying to go up to Tafong, and they have flip here. Can they get the barrier? But everything's in their way, but they still find the barrier. What an amazing play by Masterx Malachi.
And now Seraphim Crimson with a chance to tie it right now, but Celeste has something to say about it, but it goes right past the Mako. What a dying breath by Mako to send it right in, and with that, it's another 0.5.
Yeah, another 0.5 heater, not set 5, but it is 0.5. Whichever team takes this set's really important because whichever team takes this set actually has a huge lead, and they will have all the momentum on their side. Strange is trying to keep up this flow state against Masterx Malachi, but everything's in his way, but still able to keep this up. 8th on the top side, getting the flip out of Yugo and able to get that top barrier too. Strange is almost dying to the Cyber Swipe Glitch Pop combo, but I beat Asher and Octavia's offense quarter shoving, and that bottom barrier is just able to close out that barrier. And can Yugo survive with no flip?
You could almost do it if Malachi and Tafong can keep it in the corner. They do get the flip out of Odi, might even get the barrier too in the process. You need to keep it in corner for the time being. But again, the flow state does get it out with the amount of strength they've been having, but if it's only one person, which that being 8th, only pushing up, then it's going to be really hard to push against the Funk and Yugo, who seem to be holding it down for the time being now. Almost with a chance to score right now is Strages with the flow state active, and it does find the pocket. The pocket was so clean, and Strages found it, and that's why that's the 2. That's the 2 done for you already. Well, not you already lose, but for I do it myself.
Yeah, I mean, the Fog making a critical error there, leaving the court and letting Strages walk up with the flow state and able to just put it in the bottom side of the net. If they fought for the core, that could have gone a little bit differently, but hey, I mean, I'll do it myself. Now took that set, and we can't dwell on the past too much, but we do see this Among Us taken up by Yugo here. I'm curious how that'll play out with Master Malkai also taking size. So we see a big Atlas on the field here. I think that'll definitely help with some corner shoving. As I mean, how you get a clear around Atlas, who's big as heck and has a lot of abilities in your face.
I mean, 125 power Atlas goes hard, you know. I mean, even with the stagger, it makes him very unkillable. But the first barrier does fall for both teams. The Fong finding the great strike to out of the baby cage to get it through, and again, it's very dangerous because both teams, they have great court possession. It's just whether or not they can capitalize off of it.
Yeah, both teams having a lot of great court possession, indeed. But if we look at the energy economy, the only person with flip is Strages. Can they make a play here with the flow state coming out, the triple take in their way, forcing them to use their flip here? Strages looking a little dangerous on the wall here with a lot of damage being taken, almost dead here, honestly. But 8th finding a beautiful KO onto Master Malachi, having the flip, throwing out the path splitter. If they get the core here, looking like it's lights out, but the triple take from Yugo able to stop this play, and this is looking scary for the side of Seraphim Crimson.
So it does work in the meantime. 8th looking a little bit low, might be dumped on by Yugo if they can find a great primary. And it's up to the Funk and Malachi to shove it in, and again it's just stuffed out by Mako. Mako being really strong, and the 8th flip, it just sends it right through again and even burns Yugo's flip.
I mean, what a beautiful flip by 8th, getting it right past Yugo. And I mean, some people could argue it was the Among Us, but I'm pretty sure size doesn't affect core flip. So that was a little unfortunate for Yugo. That is just hard to react to, but you can't look back on that too much as Master Malachi getting a barrier, keeping your team spirit alive. If you win this set, you can win the whole game, but Yugo with a little bit of lag, a little unfortunate, as Strages is able to take that top barrier, and they have the flow state, and he also has the flip. This is looking so bad for the side of Seraphim Crimson.
Yeah, I think this Octi is sort of unkillable in this situation. I mean, the only way to kill her is by getting her off the map by maybe just sniping her, but again, it's whether or not you can get it past the Octi, and it's not looking that great so far. You cast last, and as well as 2 sparks with the speed spark as well, is so dangerous.
Yeah, I mean, sparks are really important for scaling, and they do have that stagger swagger. How are you gonna kill this Octavia? But you go DCing, and I mean, that's just so unfortunate, losing your barrier like that. But it looks like I'll Do It Myself is waiting for Yugo to come back.
This is very, very stark to corpse control storm to keep moment. Oh no. And I mean, at least they're waiting. The corpse control in houses goes so hard sometimes, but again, this is OSAS. I think they have a little bit more respect.
Yeah, I mean, waiting is kind of respectful to your teammates, unless you're playing by Nassau rules. It really just depends on what the teams want to agree on. But if we have a lot of downtime here, Kid, do you want to talk to me about how your day has been? Smile.
The day's been interesting.
Oh, okay, never mind. I don't care, because Yugo came back, and that is all that matters to me. Yugo coming out with the card here. Can they keep this defense up? But oh, it almost goes straight to the goal. That would have been a little unfortunate. But we see a lot of abilities just coming out. The core flip from Tefok and Bastix Malachi in Odabon's face. Can they get this play? But Strages barely keeps it out of Master Malachi's reach, and this is looking really scary.
Opting to use another flip is Yugo again, and even the flip comes out from 8th too. Every flip off the board now, but it's still in the hands of Crimson. Crimson finding the kill, and it's just Malachi who sends it right in. What a great cyber swipe into just sequence in general for Seraphim Crimson. We've seen so many flashes of greatness from them. If they can keep doing it, then they could bring it to us at 5.
I mean, that Deadeye value onto Falk is going crazy. The Deadeye explosive entrance is able to take Otobot off the field, and that's just an easy goal for Seraphim Crimson. As Master X Malachi trying to keep his offense going, but it barely slips around him. And Straight is with the flow state, the cast to last flow state. How are you gonna get this flow state out of them? They're just so fast in your face. And 8 picking that barrier. Yugo has no energy. They can't really do anything here. Just hits them in the way, and the tiny Finny can't do anything against that big Asher.
Yeah, Asher. That Asher's massive. I mean, it's only Mighty Colossus, but the power, 244 power. I mean, that just means that anything can happen when you're in the goal box. You can easily get shut out or just die for fun. And even though you might save that barrier, it will be only a matter of time before it goes down, especially as a Finny player. But right now, it's in the control at the hands of Malachi, currently trying to push it through. Almost does get it, but in the end, it's back to 8. Exodia build coming through, Flip burned, as well as Flow State active right now. They can find the second barrier now, but it's only a matter of time before it does fall. Trages dropping the Bishop as well, has the flip open, and it's almost lights out as the flip comes through. Taiko Drum being a little bit of a nuisance in the meantime, but again, 3 players in the backside, almost getting it through, but you have to win one striker. One striker can do it all. It can get it through, but so far, it's looking so clean, the defense. But again, it's Flow State Octavia. They haven't gotten it out yet, and Malachi looking low. He might be dropped in the process. And again, Straight is just doing everything he can to just keep it through, and the Finny card coming out as well. Bounce even has a flip, even burns it into the process. And again, it's whether or not they can keep it going. Seraphim Crimson hold on once more, but it's so close yet so far. They still need 2 points.
Yeah, I mean, this is looking really close, but 8th coming in with the dash barrier beam combo on the tiny Yugo. Yugo can't really do much to save that, and that is quite unfortunate for Seraphim Crimson here, as I'll Do It Myself takes it in a 3-1 stomp.
I would even say it was a stomp. I think it was just they both played really well. Like, even though it says 3-1, the games were, each set was really close, and that's what matters. I think it's not that. I don't think it's the score that matters. I think it's the way we get there. You know.
Yeah, it's like the friends we made along the way. I mean, that Octavia build was something to write home in the books about. I mean, that was pretty good page here. I mean, what more could you really want besides like Corona Boost? But it's not even in rotation, so it's like, what really could you ask for more? Maybe like a peak performance? I don't know. Thoughts on the builds there, Kiriki? I mean, the side of I'll Do It Myself had some really strong builds compared to Seraphim Crimson.
I mean, the Octavia build goes wild. 267 redirects from Strages. I mean, what can you expect from the guy who carried Droploader? Droploader do score, but so does Strages. And this team, I don't know. They're looking pretty good. We might remember 8th from doing those chatting moments for OSAS, but now they're here to play and they might be able to win. But we're gonna get there if we can see them again after the short momentary break. And welcome back, everyone, to round 2 of the round robin of OSAS season 10 finale. But I forgot the 0 in that. But we're back with 2 new teams. I think we've seen these players. We know who they are.
I mean, you said OSAS season 1. I was like, I would be funny if it's OSAS season 1, Kiri. But yeah, interesting teams here. I mean, you coached Senko's Beloved Lips, no? Correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah, I have.
Yeah, so this is your team. So I have to root for Shrimp Dot here, the enemy team. And what kind of comps? You know, you can leak the strats. What kind of comps did you coach this team to do, Kiri?
Well, I told them to play whatever they wanted to play. That was basically
that's OP.
I mean, that's what I said. That's all I said. But
Smile.
In a continuum, I have said a lot of good things about Shrimp, but now I might have to take some of that back. So the situation was that currently they lost Hottie, and now they found the brawler replacement, I think. So that's pretty good. I wonder how they're gonna do. I think their new brawler is Breakson. So this is kind of a new showing for me in particular because I haven't been watching this team as much since Hottie left, even though they did qualify, I think, week 1 after losing to Fallen Stars and then winning in the end. But Gates of Obscura, I haven't seen my team or their team play on this map, so I'm very excited to see what's going on.
I mean, Gates of Obscura is kind of just a knowledge check map if you know how to play the portals, / if you want to play the portals, but you're kind of forced to if you're against a team that knows how to play this map correctly. And we do see some interesting picks. We get the Mako X special, no error to be seen, but hey, I mean, who wants to pick error nowadays, am I right? Drum roll, smile, okay. But we do see the Kazan against Mako. This matchup is pretty bad for Kazan. I want to see how Cholesterol is able to play against Mako here as Kazan, but we do see some portal passing already, frame 1, and the double barrier taken by Cholesterol, kind of impressive here, but the offense didn't even start for Shrimp Dot. Cholesterol almost finds the goal here.
I mean, my old teammate from back then, Cholesterol, the midfielder in this meta, now he's playing Brawler. And I want to talk about the team comps for a second, but this is patented Cholesterol Kazan, patented Bebo Ivy, and I wouldn't even say off character B-Knight, because I've seen him play B-Knight. I think this is also a deny on Steam Whistle, who's currently off character playing Maka right now, but so far it's a very, very quick turn of events as Rickson fights that first barrier too with the Bell Ringer. And it's whether or not they can score. If they can, a missed strike by Cholesterol does get it away for the time being, and open barriers for both teams will lead to an unfortunate strike, I think. Well, B-Knight missing the missile from Luna will mean that Breakson will hit that first into the bottom corner.
I mean, what a series of unfortunate events. The Slime mixing V-Knight, getting that bottom barrier, and then V-Knight missing the missile, or mistiming it even, and losing that goal. As the offense from Shrimp Dot here is going forward with the Mako gems, but honestly, it kind of just reversed on their face, and now Senko's Beloved Lips is the one in control. V-Knight not quite able to get the core here, but Bryson trying to get something started desperately, honestly, as there's no barriers on the side of them. Can V-Knight come in with the flip and not quite able to? Bryson trying to make a breakaway here, mixing up B-Knight. B-Knight losing his flip here, and Bryson looking a little bit low. Everybody on the side of Shrimp looking low. Let's see if Senko's Beloved Lips can capitalize here as B-Knight coming in and not quite able to catch the core here.
And Hado means Wave and Breakson, we're looking low from it. They are basically back to stagger and now have to get this offense going, but B-Knight a little bit out of position. Will lose that second barrier. And we've seen this story before. They got 2 quick ones, but now it's up to them to play the attrition game. Let's see who can score first. The triple offense will be going awry for the time being, but it's up to Pato means Wave to send it right through to the side.
I mean, portal passing here, Gates of Obscura using the knowledge here. Pato means Wave is able to pass it right to Bryson, and Bryson just Honestly, the Brayson didn't really put it in, but they confirmed it with that full rush just in case anything stopped the core. But B-Knight trying to keep it away from Brayson here, losing that bottom barrier in the process. Quetzal trying to make a play happen here. Can Shrimp Dot hold down this barrier? But there's the firewall sentry coming out, stopping anything from being cleared away. And Sango's Beloved Los looked like to have an unstoppable offense here.
We saw this before though. They did take both barriers, Glushaw and B-Knight connecting together by the first two, but it was in the end that Shrimp did find the goal, and that's what matters if you need to score. Now in the corner offense, it's Glushaw that Mako secondary almost going awry and both lose that barrier, but we've seen this story before again. It's up to whether or not Glushaw or Breaksy can score against the goalies, and you said earlier that it was a bad matchup, and it currently looks so far as Glushaw isn't really able to find anything just yet, and B-Knight again getting caught off guard. It's just not what you want to see.
Yeah, I was really unfortunate by B-Knight not able to save that cover in time. The Luna dash hitting it in before you could strike, and it's just looking really bad for Sango's Beloved Los. They're looking uncoordinated. They're looking not prepared to fight, or sorry, play against Shrimp here. And we see some stacks and stacks on the board. I'm curious to see if anyone wants to take this. Some size for the Kazad. And honestly, this is looking like a pretty lukewarm draft here, kid. What are your thoughts here?
Lukewarm is insane, and you know, denying away the Among Titans to give Glushaw not a great size option, as Ivy does pick up the stacks on stacks. I think this is sort of a winning draft. If B-Ball can collect those stacks, he has a lot more speed than the Among Titans will, and maybe that's what they need to do. They have to have the midfielder get done roll instead of the brawlers get done roll in order for this to actually shape out right. But again, it's so far looking so good as both teams are kicking it off really aggressively. I mean, they just went for the core offense immediately and almost found value in it.
Yeah, this core offense looking kind of scary. B-Knight, not luck for this world. This Brayson is able to take him out, and there's a power play on the side of Shrimp here. With the adrenaline rush, can Brayson keep this like KOing happening with the flip? Not quite able to get any of the members of Sango's Beloved Los off the field. They're all looking low, and this is looking really bad for Sango's Beloved Los here.
We always said earlier that they weren't even able to score it. So whether or not they can be able to defend against the X and the Juno. Currently right now, there's not really a lot of great options as no barrier comes through. B-Knight, well not B-Knight, but B-Ball unfortunately missing, and a second barrier goes down as well. It just feels like they're uncoordinated all at once, and even the draft felt a little bit awkward. I mean, I even get to notice in the first place, but heavy impact Luna, I mean, it's not the greatest thing you want to see.
Heavy impact Luna, kind of only helping with that crater maker, but a great pass from breaks it up to Paddle Bean's wave, is able to sink it into the top side of the net, and Shrimp is just looking unstoppable here.
It's just a complete rolling right now, but we're gonna see whether or not they can turn it around, but they need to get this act going first. So far so good though. It's not really Sango's Beloved Los and more Shrimp as they've been fighting coincidence after coincidence with the core just being in the way of Sango's Beloved Los almost all the time and dribbling it into the Juno slime. As Glushaw, he hasn't been making the great plays we want to see on stream as he was before when we were glazing him up earlier when he did qualify, and B-Knight with the flip too. It just seems so out of pace right now.
Yeah, and Brixton with the perfect dribble right around B-Knight. B-Knight not able to stop that. And I mean, Shrimp is just looking so good here. Brixton with the perfect like just often everything is clicking for Shrimp here, and the flip on Steve Whistle it's just looking so bad for Sango's Beloved Los. Even if they get the core up, the flip coming out already, can Shrimp, like, will they be able to keep this offense going, or will Sango's Beloved Los stop them?
Not really looking so great so far, as an unfortunate event caused both barriers to fall and so almost B-Bow, but it won't even matter. Pedal means wave with the strike. Not even the strike, I think it was just the Juno slime that sent it through that secures that second set. And being the MVP of the set means there's Hotch on the board. I almost called it, but there's one too actually.
Yeah, I mean, this draft is looking, okay, this one's actually looking spicy. We see the 1-2 punch. Will the Juno pick up the 1-2 punch? They do deny the specialized training from the Luna. The heavy impact, I mean, that's some big value. Specialized training, heavy impact Luna, and we do see some sparks coming out. I do see some more sides for the Kazan. The Mako doesn't deny it, and we just see a big Kazan here with 2 size awakenings, Demolitionist and Big Fish. Kazan is looking massive.
Massive Kazan is something that could turn this around, and another thing would be that if they have the Sparks thing, which they do have right now, I don't know whether or not. Well, I know 2 Sparks came out. I think Spark of Rizilla and Spark of, well, actually no, all 3 Sparks came out. I cannot count for the life of me. And I don't think that Spark will have any value, but instead, Seconds will start making the most out of it, fighting both barriers in the process. And this Luna, I mean, heavy impact first now, just not really a great draft for them in general. They just can't really scale as much as you want them to.
Cholesterol getting taken off the field here. Shrimp with another power play in progress with the Mako drums coming out. Bracing trying to make an offense happen. Bebo looking really low, not looking long for this world, and barely able, hanging on by a thread. Breakson trying to do a portal play, able to get that bottom barrier, and this is just looking so good for Shrimp here.
Shrimp is just currently steamrolling, if I do say so myself, Bebo right now. Currently very staggered, fortunately not getting sent off the map, but instead finding a kill of their own, and Shellshot with the strike, sending it past the Mako engagement. This could be a turnaround.
I mean, Cholesterol abusing press the point from Kazan, barely just getting the core right before it goes into the ensnare drums, and we finally have a port on the board for Senko's beloved Loafs in this set. They're finally making an offense onto Shrimp, which just looked unstoppable on the defense and the offense. They just looked like a well-oiled machine. And Cholesterol able to get this barrier. Steve Whistle, losing the barrier in the process. It looked really bad. And B-Knight coming in with the flip, not able to get that off as Cholesterol's looking low and dead, honestly. And Frankston is looking really powerfully with this flip in the power play.
And the power play being solid for the meantime. Bebo currently trying to make a difference now, almost getting the right read, but B-Knight sends it through, almost is deflected away by Steam Muscle though, fortunately saving that goal. Again, breaks it with another chance to score, gets the flip out from Bebo as well, and breaks it, getting kicked off the map finally. 2v3 power play now, but that's the slime, no!
I don't think anybody saw that coming. The slime from Paddle Beat's wave, kind of just coming from the shadows. It looked a little bit like Batman smile. And this offense is just looking like nobody can see anything that's happening. It's just all coming at your face so fast. Mason with another kill on Cholesterol with this ad rush, getting so much value out of this pickup on the ad rush. And Steve Whistle trying to go down to Paddle Beat's way, but B-Bow just keeping the core off of Breakson, stopping any offense that Shrimp wants to make, and B-Knight clearing perfectly around Breakson. Senko's beloved Loafs is making a comeback here. They're looking a lot better than they did earlier.
They definitely did, and with that second barrier take means they also have a chance to score it too. Almost finding value as B-Knight trying to make that triple offensive play work. It almost gets through too, but a great clear by Steve Wilson with the Mako Pari means that Breakson is able to set up as well. Even gets second barrier too, even pops the X Maximus. Not the greatest time, but they're trying to just hit it away from B-Knight. B-Ball with the flip as well, sends it to nowhere. And Steve Wilson again with all the control in the world right now. He has so much control, and getting it just right back to Breakson with flip against the Luna. What can you do?
What a great dribble from Breakson there. Putting the flip right in front of the Luna's face. Not really what you want to see, as Luna is looking really bad. Having 2-0 in this deciding set. Can Senko's beloved Lives make a comeback here? They're looking so strong in that point, but barely not able to close it out in time. And all the momentum's on Shrimp. Let's see if they can make a comeback here.
Currently, Shrimp are on the back foot in terms of energy production, and Breakson as well, being a little bit low. Even might be killed in the process. They can get the kill, won't get the kill actually. Now 2v3 power play for Senko's is something that you want to see as a team member myself, and if they can get that second barrier too and also get the goal, it would be great to see, but it's getting stalled out really quickly. Breakson actually coming back alive in the process means that this 3v3 play is revitalized, and the Bakugibi K just sends it right through, and it's just a series of unfortunate events.
Why? I mean, that offense from Shrimp was so incredible. All these snare drums in B-Knight's face, Breakson coming in. I mean, this team looked so efficient for scoring, and wow, what a performance by Shrimp here.
I mean, it should sound like I'm hype, but at the same time, this is my team. I'm kind of sad. This is like the saddest. This is like the saddest day ever. My team just got 3-0'd for fun, and it's something that they need to work on. I mean, the fact that Shrimp just got it done, though don't underestimate the Shrimp, I guess. Smile.
Yeah, I mean, Shrimp looking like a really strong team, especially with how they pulled out that win against Senko's beloved Loaf said. I'm curious to see how they'll do later in the finale, but yeah, I mean, what a performance. I can't keep going on about it. It was just so incredible.
It definitely took the words out of my mouth in particular. I mean, look at the if you look at the stat line, Palomi's Live was just clearly gapping everyone 110 redirects compared to everyone else. Only person to hit above 100 actually. So carry, midfield carry. What can I say?
Yeah. Well, I mean, Braxton
And
with that adrenaline rush, looking really strong. And yeah, you want to do the outro key?
and if that says anything, that means that we have more to watch in the meantime. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back with round 3. And we are back yet again for OSAS Round Robin Round 3. And we bring to you guys two teams that are fairly in the space. They've been here for a while.
Yeah, Vic Bladed. I recognize that name from Season 1, back when I was a flat player. I think I had them on my friends list. I don't know if they unadded me, but they're not there anymore. But that doesn't matter because we're going straight into the game. I didn't see what. Okay, it's Taika Temple. Now we did cast a match earlier, Kid, on Taika Temple. What kind of comps are you expecting here?
I mean, if this is the usual Clinkers comp, then they would probably run error because Captain Yes's Kai was probably banned in the process. So it looks like it's going to be happening. Vic Blade on the Asher, error and Atlas following them up, and it's one of those comps that you almost always expect for Clinkers because they play very textbook style. I'm afraid.
We just see the Asher hovered and the Atlas also hovered. I mean, these two characters are so good on Taika Temple, and just they're honestly just really good stuffing characters, anti-stuffs. Atlas, one of the best goalies in the game currently with this meta. And we do see the Jakar hovered. I'm curious to see what core friend group does pull out here. This Taika Temple map, the core does go a little bit fast. So yeah, we could see a core control comp like this. Estelle Rasmus, pretty iconic forward duo. And do we see the Atlas locked in?
Probably will. Kione usually plays Eric Gully, but when they're not on Eric Gully, they'll probably play Atlas. So it's probably going to happen.
Okay. A little bit
Hopefully
to lock in there.
Yeah.
Atlas is picked up, and I'm curious to see what poor friend group does with their goalie pick here. Could be a range goalie, could be a hold it down goalie, could honestly even be a Mako. You see the Kazan. Oh, they did ban Mako.
Yeah.
Do you think it's Rasmus or Kazan goalie? I actually have no clue.
I think it's Kazan, yeah. When that was usually on that Kazan. Very interesting, actually. I haven't seen Contestic off of Asher since they usually do pick it almost every single game. So we can see how they do with the Rasmus, actually.
Yeah, this forward duo is really strong together. It's really hard to get the core away from them. They're really good at scoring together. But this Asher era comp, you do see a big Asher in front of this Kazan. Kazan doesn't really have anything to do once you're in his face, but see what they could do to punish that, trying to move it away. But Katastic is just getting these barriers left and right. Vic Blade trying to make something happen, but not quite able to find these barriers. And the defense from core friend group is looking really strong right now.
I've seen Katastic and Rezuka the queues a lot recently, even though I haven't been playing comp a lot. But when they're in the queues, they're pretty explosive. I want to see them translate this over to how they're playing right now, and so far they've been doing so well, actually. They've been keeping up the pressure very spontaneously. They've been doing checkmates over and over, and even though that didn't get any value, it will probably get value soon because Keone did burn that flip in the process. Yeah,
quite an unfortunate piercing shot from Razuk there. It was the core was gonna hit the barrier, and they did unfortunately save it, but they do have, if you notice, they have a lot of core control, and Captain Yez is just sniped off the field by that Rosewort from Razuk, and Katastic is able to sneak it in with the pendulum swing. What a play.
The Rose Warp, very, very fitting for our caster, member of the... I'm kidding, this is hilarious, but
yeah, bro.
doesn't even matter. I mean, the fact that they got it through is pretty chill, but things do turn tides really quickly. That first barrier falling down for Muladao, and even Vic Blade with flip too. Doesn't even use it just yet, but Katastic brings the flip in the process in return to try to kickstart the offense. Almost gets it through, and Razuka to Katastic, they've been doing well so far, even though this point is very it's going down really quickly. They have shown greatness on the offensive side, and they have been putting Keone on their toes a lot more.
Yeah, Keone is putting down an Iron Wall 33 performance here. Fantastic. Actually able to sneak it past and almost getting the double barrier. The angle was a little bit off. A little unfortunate. Moonland Owl holding it down against Vic Blade. The pendulum swing beating Keone once again. Fantastic is just kind of destroying Keone, honestly, in these 1v1 situations. Let's see if she could do it some more, as the core is almost... It's just like a perma around these barriers. This offense from core friend group is so good with these two core control characters. And Katastic does find the barrier, and this offense is just looking so strong.
Overtime now hitting in, that Kazan will be hitting that core at Mach speed, meaning that Vicblade will almost have almost no chance to score. If anything, if that core ever gets too far of their hands, and it's basically shown right there. Razuk finding the perfect play to keep it inside, and even if Kiona even cleared it out, it was going to be that piercing shot inside.
Yeah, you do mention overtime. This comp from Core Friend Group is a lot better in overtime compared to Jakar Clinkers. As once the core is fast, what is realistic? What is Era and Asher gonna do on the offense here? You do have the Kazan hitting the core, the Red Speed Perma, and these two core control characters for the forward duo just always have the core on them when the core is this fast. But an unfortunate flip from Moonlit Owl trying to pick the double barrier, but getting double barriered a different way, and Razuk looking really low. They turn the tides and they just snipe Captain Yes once again, and these Rose Warps are looking so deadly.
It's even big too. Captain Yes had flip as well, and even though he's coming back online just now, it's kind of a little bit late in fact, because the offense is starting to kick again for CFG. Both flips one being burnt from Katastic, unfortunately not finding any value, but Kioni still has to stay on top of his A game right now. Both flips being burnt out too, not really something you want to see, but Vicblade almost getting it in, Mulet Owl saving it in the process, but so far Ash from the go net, it's only so much you can do, but Mulet Owl is holding it down to the best of her ability. She's doing it so well.
Yeah, what a save by Mulet Owl on the path splitter, with that crooked leverage just barely saving the core. It looks like certain doom, but she was able to turn the tides, and Vicblade winning a strike for it, actually taking off Razuk off the map with that dash barrier beam combo. And Vicblade does have the flip. Can Katastic do something of her own here? But the pass to Vicblade, and Moonlit Owl almost saving it, but unfortunately not able to save the core. It looked like she saved it. The core was coming out of the net, but it did register as a goal before she was able to take it out there. That's really unfortunate.
The good thing for CFG is that even though they might not look on the energy department so far, they have been getting the kills. And if they can keep hoarding those really well, that means they can knock Captain Yes off the map if possible. But they might not even need to. The core going around the middle Taiko drop means that both barriers will fall down. This is not that good if you're Kione. I mean, Atlas, even though you have the momentum boots, there's only so much you can do with enough cooldowns. Vicblade even having to burn the flip on his own. It wasn't even Vicblade, it was Captain Yes. And having to burn the flip there is crucial in keeping that offensive play alive. It's Katastic running all over the map, getting the strike too. And that sets up set 1 for CFG. A very phenomenal performance by Katastic.
I just want to say, buffer. I don't think it was a buffer strike, but that strike for her on the Atlas Bravery was so impressive by Katastic. Not a lot of players could do that, but we do see. Okay, this draft is looking a little interesting. We see a lot of speed, and the Among Us is taken up by Razuk. Interesting pick, because both your teammates do want size, and you're getting a lot of speed. Honestly, this is probably the best awakening this team comp could want. And yeah, we see the glass cannon with the mom boots Atlas. Pretty iconic combo. What do you think of this draft, Kirikin?
Even Kazan taking away the fight or flight from the era, not really letting her get any speed. She does, all the speed awakenings did come out during that draft, except for, I think, the spark of agility, but no sparks actually showed in that draft, I think, so it's something to look out for if you want to keep scaling in the process. But currently, this is all CFG right now, even on the show, having the speed, having the size, and almost having that barrier too. That barrier was saved by Moonlit Owl, and Katastic looking to dribble it up yet again. Those 1v1 potentials are having so much value. Even Moonlit Owl is just completely dominating Vicblade currently in the goal box. And we just destroyed it, and they just have to kickstart the offense yet again. It just feels so hard to get it done, but one flip going down will mean that first point will go over to Jakar Clinkers.
Jakar Clinkers did score a point, but notice how they had to use flip right in front of the face of Moonlit Owl. They need to come up with a solution to store without having to do that every single time, as the defense from Core Friend Group is just so strong. They could just run, they could just take away this game, run off with it. But Katastic, I looked like an intentional pass to Moonlit Owl, but it honestly worked out at the end. And there's a lot of flips here for coming up for Core Friend Group, as Captain Yes is the only one with energy on his side of the field.
But that Asher is very strong in the corner, and that's what happened. One barrier falling, Rizik having to burn the flip on the defense. Not something you want to do as the offensive pressure gets stalled out for a little bit longer. Captain Yes still holding on to that flip, but so is Mula Owl holding on to that barrier. Barrier finally falling, and Captain Yes stove his flip up. He might want to use it on the offense if possible, but he's not getting set up just yet. He needs to get it right there, and he's trying to look for something. Fantastic beat bounce off the map, getting the KO, and it's a 2v3 power play. Currently, Jakara Clinkers will flip it to the bottom side, misses the angle, and so does the barrier fall in the process. And now they have a chance. If they can keep it going and let Katasha get back on the field, it might be something. But Vicblade has flip as well. Something I want to see as the flip comes through. Almost hit the through, almost hit the barrier, but Razook sends it right back to Captain Yes.
That was such a good save by Razook, but he just sent it right to Captain Yes. Really unfortunate turn of events, and it's looking like Jakara Clinkers is finally able to take a lead here. Well, I guess they had a lead, but they finally able to make some progress on the board besides just 1 point. But Core Friend Group is answering back really quickly, already taking the barrier. Bigblade is saying, not in my house. And actually doesn't even get able to get the barrier. The defense from Core Friend Group is just so impressive here. Katastic trying to get it around, but the one barrier finally falls. Captain is hitting it up to Moonlit Owl. Moonlit Owl saving it once again. Katastic looking really low, having to come out of the play. The Celestial Intervention comes out with all the full HP allies. But both barriers finally fall, and everybody at Jakara Clinkers are just in the enemy's field.
I mean, having flip there too, I mean, just sinks it in for fun. Straight up, a complete obliteration of the corner there. I think that corner needs to be worn out a little bit as we head into the carousel for set 2 now. Evened up, Captain Yes, MVP at the set. And he has a lot to choose from. Even that primetime looks really dangerous.
Yeah, quite a lot of options for area. You got the primetime, you got the cast at last. You can honestly even go extra special on this map. It doesn't really matter, but yeah, the primetime being denied from the Kazan goalie, probably his best pick besides Team Player, but Team Player is not in this draft rotation currently. Now Hotshot going to stealth. This core will be going extremely fast. I wonder what the Raz wants to take here. We get the 1-2 punch. Now this core speed is going to be really, really fast. I want to see how the side of Jakara Clinkers is able to deal with this fast core as Captain Yes pings pass.
I think they found the answer there. Passing it is the key to winning the strike, to winning the core speed game, and it's also up to the strikers to win. As Razook does find that first barrier and eventually passing up to Katastic. Katastic just to be a little bit more patient with the strikes there. He has to deal with the Rasmus, who does have missile prop too. Missile prop is so dangerous because you can just get instantly stopped. And another thing to be worried about is your health bar. But Katastic Brawler getting it done so far, getting both barriers in the process, and it doesn't even matter if Razook's very staggered level.
Yeah, Razook looking extremely low, but it doesn't look like it matters, as he's able to just clear it around, and Katastic has a play 1v1 against the Atlas here, and the piercing shot comes out and just checkmates Kyode.
Checkmate. I mean, for game 1 so far, not even game 1, but point 1 so far, going to CFG, turning back what seemed to have been a lost set, that previous set. But now it's Vicblade with the path splitter looking to find a kill. It even burns it on Razook, who even evaded the process. 2 flips now being burnt out by not even CFG but Jakara Clinkers. Let's see if they can potentially have a saving grace where they are able to convert on it. But so far it's not looking doable as Katastic flips on her own too. Even finds second barrier now. Razook and Katastic have such a great offense going on, a bunch of missed strikes, but still it's still on possession of some core friend group as they're looking to score here. Let's see if they can do it. Captain Yes having to burn the flip on the defense, not really a great thing, but so far they've been getting it done, trying to set up the Asher for the corner. Asher does get it through, and the unfortunate lag. Oh no!
That was so unfortunate. You see Moonlit Owl, you're like, oh, she could just save this again, and then you see her walking backwards, and you're like, no, she's seeing. I mean, that's so unfortunate. But the barrier does go down really fast. Core Friend Group saying, hey, we don't need that point. We're going to win anyways. And as Katastic tries to look the core, doesn't quite find it. And the Atlas secondary coming out, just stopping everything. But the core control is just still on the side of Core Friend Group.
Kyode is playing this pretty well with the amount of size he has. Well, not but the amount of speed he has, as well as the amount of range he has too. Unfortunately, getting caught lacking there by the pendulum swing means that second barrier will fall. It's up to Katastic and Razook to cook now. Currently, Mula Owl Whiffle even burns in the process to try to keep it away. But it's not even overtime yet, and both barriers do fall. They're playing so aggressively. But then again, it's kind of looking out to be size, but Katastic fighting just the pocket in general to sink it right in. Core friend group go up 2-1 in the third set.
Yeah, that was a beautiful play by Fantastic there. Finding the strike pendulum swing right in the small corner that Kyone wasn't quite looking for. But Rizuka looking very low in the energy department and on the edge. It's looking actually really scary. The dash punch from the Asher could come out at any second. But Katastic is able to find this barrier. Can she find another one with this flip coming out? But the Atlas Expanse is just barely able to save the core here. The flip has to come out from Kyone. And this defense is actually looking a lot stronger from Chikara Clinkers than what we've seen before.
Chikara Clinkers still have to hold on to that barrier. We'll keep going on to it. But can we mention how Moonlit Owl before was saving all those? They even saved the second barrier too with the flip up. But now it's Captain Yes with flip. And so is Vicplay pushing up. They're looking very, very healthy. And Jazook does go down, so is Katassi looking really low, trying to help defend. He even gets a second kill, and Chikara Clinkers, they're still holding on somehow. Moonlit Owl keeping it away. That's also the power play for Jazook to come back online. Now 2v3, back to almost the starting draw. As Vicplay and Captain Yes are trying to set up right now, but Katassi coming back online, the power play is gone. And now Chikara Clinkers have to fight in this 3v3. Let's see if they can do it, as they almost do it, but again, Ash is just so strong on this map.
Yeah, what are you gonna do as Gazad there with the Asher just in your face with the path splitter and the barrier beam and the flip? Not a lot you could do there as Gazad, but Moonlit Owl trying her best, was having some crazy saves and almost saved that point from the brink of defeat, but wasn't quite able to do it all as you would want her to. But this is looking like quite a stalemate here as Moonlit Owl just clearing around Vicplay left and right, and Vicplay just can't find an offense here. See if Rizuka can get something started, but the side of Chikara Clinkers has all the core control, but they're not converting.
One barrier going down, that's one converge you want to see there. And again, Vicplay is just getting outclassed, I think. The Kazan goalie is working so well into Vicplay, but it's only a matter of time where that first barrier falls. The corner offense getting kickstarted right now. Clinkers looking to improve on their lead as the flip comes out, trying to keep the offense going, but is eventually shut up by Rizuka. Good clear from him and Moonlit Owl as well, but that second barrier will fall in the process. 2 flips online for Captain Yes. Let's see if he sends it in. First one goes awry, and the second one might come out too. Second one does come out. That dash too, hitting the perfect angle to send it past the top spin. I mean, Kazan is weak, I guess.
Yeah, this offense from Chikara Clinkers really stepped up their game, and it's just looking a lot worse for Core Friend Group. They looked like they had the game under control at the beginning, but it just is all crumbling before their eyes. At this draft, you can see a perfect form. This Awakening is kind of weak, but the Vodyu goes to Asher, honestly denying it from your era, but she does get the rapid fire, so it doesn't really matter in the end. But the perfect form having to be denied from this Atlas here, and Zaw just gets really nothing you really want here. So it's kind of an unfortunate draft for Core Friend Group.
Interesting. I mean, Moonlit Owl does have 2 sparks on the board. It makes it a lot easier for her to have more cooldowns, and she has been using those cooldowns extremely efficiently, which could mean a good thing as both barriers do fall. Rizuka finding the great Rose Warp into the punish, and it's up to Core Friend Group to score here. Let's see if they can do it. Their defense is holding up so far. Let's see if their offense can convert. Their defense is holding so strong, and the core speed will be going almost into the net, but Kyode saves it just in time. Now Vicplay with the Asher just trying to shove it in, almost gets it through too. The defense is so strong, but Vicplay having to just be in the face of defeat, and that will send basically Fantastic out of the map. And with flip as well, Captain Yes being supplier of everything that is good, and so far Captain, well, not even Captain, but the Clinkers have been so dominant right now.
Yeah, that was a really unfortunate play from Moonlit Owl. She thought the Vicblade had the flip, so she was trying to predict strike, but in fact her teammate that had it, and she honestly just didn't have strike up when Vicblade won the interaction. And it's all the momentum's on Chikara Clicker's side, is everybody's just pushed up and they're all ready to make something happen, but Moonlit Owl is able to clear it over to Katassi, but it just comes right back to her side of the net. And this offense is just looking so good for Chikara Clinkers, and Katassi almost falls down, but she still hangs on by a thread.
corner offense, trying to get kickstarted yet again. Captain Yes keeping Katastic alive and just puts out the play for too long. Time for that barrier to not fall just yet, but Kione getting in the face of everyone does secure the second barrier, and Vicvey with flip even puts Razuk on a low timer, and everyone looking low as well. They might try to go for the ace here, but instead it's just Vicvey says, "Nah, we gotta clean this up now," and that sets up match point.
And core friend group needs to change things. They need to make something happen. Change up their playstyle, do something last minute to save this game. It's looking so bad for them. But let's see if they can make a comeback. Jakar Clinker's already taking the barrier. Their offense is just unrelenting. And Kione looking for a play to come in. Captain Giz almost has that flip. It just comes online. Moonlit Owl is trying her best to save this barrier. This barrier falls. It's just going to be so doomed. Kione able to save it out. Katastic has a shot. But Captain Giz is has the bird flip there and uses all the resources in. Vic played with a shot off the wall and puts it in. And that's a 3-0 on this 4th set.
That was a really quick game. I mean, I wasn't actually expecting that. I felt like the way that CFG were holding it down was so impressive, but in the end, it just crumbles down to just who can play corner offense better because there's no actual creations on the side of CFG. So playing the corner was the right idea, and that's what Clinkers did. They played the corner really well, and that got them the win.
Yeah, this is not something you'd expect after watching the first set. But Jakara Clinkers was able to hold it together, and they made it. Honestly, it wasn't even a comeback, but it looked like it from how the first set went.
That first set was really strong, and I want to just mention the 7 KOs versus the 2 that they found in the beginning. Razuk getting those kills, and I think it was just a wake-up call. That first set was a wake-up call, and Clinker said that they were just gonna bust it out and just win, and they did win. It's a good showing by them, and with that, I think. Were they 0-2? I don't even remember. I don't even care about the win rate because both these teams were playing well. Something you can expect from all these teams that have qualified. And with that, doesn't even matter about the win rates, but I think this is where we ended off. We will see you guys in round 5, the last round before we head into the top 3 BO3 brackets. Man, what the heck, Saya? You told me we were only doing ISS. Wrong one. Yeah, I might have done it backwards, but it's okay. We're doing ISS now. I think I might have tripped the craft a little bit, but it's okay. But we still have the same casters, I think. Right, Twisty?
No, I'm a different person.
No.
Yeah, I thought we were only doing ISS, even though we just did OSAS.
Oh no. My bad.
Yeah, all good, all good, all good.
But we're doing ISS now. And
yay!
we have two fun teams. Like, we've seen these people before. We know these people. Wait a minute.
Do we?
Yeah. Can we get a exclamation Mike Mart?
Mike Mart.
Mike Mart.
My goat.
Mike Mart. But
okay, well we're hopping in the game.
We've seen these people before. This is Phoenix versus Goofy Goobers and the Avenge for the Fallen of J-Man Y1. We have Red Volcano versus Mike Mart. I mean, they're actually pretty interesting because I've seen Red Volcano in the queues, and I've also seen Mike Mart in the queues. I've lost to both of them at least once. It's a sad day.
Yeah.
It's a very sad day. But
we're going on
to
Night
Market now. This I mean, you can expect a little bit of a higher quality game, but this is Night Market. Azuriel and Friendly Taco, we've seen these people before, and it looks like one of them is named off. This is not the greatest, but it's okay. Mike Mart is doing a little bit of trolling, but it's fine. What do you think about the other team? I think the other team is Khalil, Mac, and Red Volcano, I think, right?
Yeah. I mean, I know about Khalil. I'm pretty sure they're on Galactic Space Cows, if I'm not wrong. The nasty team. And Mac, I recognize the name of it. And we do see an Asher Imi Van. What kind of comps are you expecting, Carrie? I know I always ask you this, but I always want to know what you're thinking about this.
My thoughts are not as great as yours. It's okay, but still, we have Julia Night Market. You have Julia Night Market. I mean, always a good strong pick. And I see Friendly Taco hovering, which is awesome. Friendly Taco has been. I think they're the most flexible brawler I've seen today. I think because a lot of the other team we casted weren't like as flexible. I think with their picks, but this is by far one of the scarier brawlers to face because I know Friendly Taco loves to play every brawler for fun, and he does it really well too. So something you want to see. And even Mike Mart opting for the Alice and Juno. It looks like Phoenix are here to play instead of playing the Dubu.
Yeah, I mean, Mike Mart on the Atlas, and we see the Atlas Mako signature goalies, yawn emoji, but we do see an X and a Rune. It's kind of not even interesting. This is a pretty good Night Market comp. You get the shover on X and the Rune kind of just locking down the lanes. I'm kind of curious how the side of Chikari Phoenix is going to deal with this. We get straight in the game and looking pretty standard. The X trying to get something started, but Friendly Taco immediately taking the bottom barrier with the dash punch as Red Volcano is holding down the Mako drums, and both barriers fall, and Mac is looking really low.
I think that's karma for having Van skin, but it's okay. I think, but Mac, so far, he almost has flip up too. He's about to have the core flip as well if he's able to get it in, but so far he will get dash punch off the map though with flip entirely. It means that 3v2 power play with Friendly Taco, who is running the Julie Mag Souls. Actually, we'll find the second kill too, but Julie Mag Souls, I think that's the new meta now, right?
Yeah, I go Julie Maxwell's. Maxwell's is strong. We saw that Juliet's flaming flurry coming out and putting the kind of just pushing it through two people. But Friendly Taco playing that really well. But they do get vanished and looking about half HP with the flip. Can they get something started? These dash punches have been looking so good for the offense, but Mike Mark just disconnecting and losing the barrier back, getting both barriers. Friendly Taco try to make something happen. They don't use the flip and the core just slips right past them.
That flip might have been used for the stun on the Mako as well, because that would have stopped the base run from going on, and a weird Juno interaction there does make the core go in a really wonky way. It makes that first barrier do fall, but you still have one more to fight through. Mac trying to set up for the over and go situation, but Volcano flipping it out of the way of Friendly Taco, and Friendly Taco has to use the flip about. I think if he wants to get that barrier, does not opt to use it though. He's been holding it for a long time and might come under scrutiny for it, but Mac with core flip looking to do something will be will not be really punished just yet, but he still has a lot to work with. He's been pulling it down so well, and see if he uses it actually, and even gets the punish on Mike who chooses to Soren angle it and gets punished in the process.
Mac getting the judo laugh after punching the core in and killing Mike Mark. Kind of just making a statement here. Back trying to just play the mental game, play the long game instead of just playing the game, and Celestial Intervention coming out, saving Friendly Taka, and they do miss the dash punch flip confirmed, but they still have that flip. This offense isn't totally doomed. Everyone has their flip actually at the side of Chikara Phoenix, but Goofy Goobers has all the core control in the world. They're not letting go of this core. Friendly Taka finally gets a chance, but it gets strike shotted out immediately.
We might have to nerf strike shot after this one. It's a little too strong. And even the rotation from Mac there just syncs well perfectly with what Goofy Goobers are trying to accomplish, or try to take the other barrier away from Mike to eventually make him succumb to all these things that are happening. And Red Volcano accidentally mistiming the strike means that both barriers will fall. Taco finding the barrier, but also having his life stolen in the process now. Power play for Goofy Goobers. Mac with flip up for grabs. Doesn't opt to use it though. Opts to use it for the kill actually. Azura looking really low, even stagger leveled, but he's still living for the time being. Celestial Intervention coming up to save him, and Friendly Taco's back on the map still. Still one barrier to fight for. Mac and Khalil trying to set up something, but it feels like they're playing out of sync right now. They need to sync up immediately, but it's up to Friendly Taco and Azura to actually score on this moment. Red Volcano are actually holding it down for the time being, but this is such a fast point because it's overtime.
Yeah, this offense from everybody's is looking pretty uncoordinated, as Mike Mark does panic a little bit, but doesn't lose the barrier in the process. Friendly Taco with a clean strike where it sends it to the bottom net, and that's Chikara Phoenix up 2-1 in the first set.
I think Phoenix's win con is just playing through Red Volcano, because I mean I don't necessarily find the opponents bad. I think that Friendly Taco might have Red Volcano on like a spin though, you know? Like, he has more control than Volcano is. He's like actively trying to get it through, but once Friendly Taco does get the setup on Red Volcano, he will just punch it through, and it's what he's doing so far. I mean, even though a barrier hasn't fallen yet, it looks like Friendly Taco has sort of the mind game. He's just clearing it away, and that process means that double barrier will fall. And Mac even burning flip too means that there's no flip for the offense for Goofy Goobers. And now Kuro having to burn flip, and so is Mike Mart trying to get it away, and they do in the meantime, but still they still have to fight through another Volcano.
Yeah, Friendly Taco has such a good offense against Red Volcano here. Mike Mart losing that barrier, kind of unfortunate. Let's see if Goofy Goobers can make an offense start here, as they're all trying to get it to Friendly Taco, but Khalil with the unstable anomaly stopping everything in its tracks. The strike shot coming out. Friendly Taco just can't really get the score, but they do dash push in. Red Volcano with the evade strike, really clean from the back, trying to get something desperately. Khalil able to stop Friendly Taco. The Mako jumps comes out. Mac with the speed and size, trying to get this offense started, but Mike Mart makes a crucial mistake, and Mac scores another goal.
I think those crucial mistakes are starting to add up now. It's currently 0.5, and I think if Mike Mart didn't miss there, it would have been a save barrier for the meantime. And Friendly Taco also had flip too, which meant that a scoring play could have went on, but at least it's a reset. They have another point to work with, and they have the energy advantage coming into this point. And almost even the player advantage, Mac almost tries to find a kill on a 0. Doesn't find it though, but Friendly Taco will find a barrier in the process too.
Yeah, these barriers falling for the side of Goofy Goobers, but Mike Mart losing their barrier in the process. Mac trying to make this offense start. Friendly Taco with the flip, tried to dribble it around Red Volcano, and the dash punch doesn't quite connect. Khalil stopping it early. An early interruption. Mac looking low with the flip. With the X, Maximus able to get that barrier with some nice patience. Azura looking low, but the Celestial Intervention comes out, and Mac with no resources, no energy, no stagger, able to just mind control the goalie, and the course slips right past him. That's the first set to the Goofy Goobers.
Yeah, Mike Mart under a lot of pressure there. Even with X not really having a lot of presence, he just was able to bully Mike Mart out of the goal box and out of the way of the core where Click can just strike it in. And simply put, this is a great draft for Rude. I mean, Monumentalist, rapid fire up too. This is just perfect.
It's looking really good for Rune. A lot of CDR, a lot of creation stuff. I'm curious to see, will this X take size? Do you want to deny the Julie? Interesting pickup from Judo with the Super Surge. This Judo will be jump scare Judo build, as some would say. The sparks going over to the axe. We could see some scaling happening as they did take the first set, so it is pretty advantageous to take the spark here. And I'm curious to see how these awakenings will shake up this game.
Unfortunate timing, giving up both barriers for the life of Friendly Taco, and now Goofy Goober is looking to fight back in the power play. They're stalling a little bit though. It's maybe not the greatest play in the world, but still it looks like they're holding off for the time being, letting Friendly Taco come back onto the gridiron. And now Mac having to, I think he burned the X Maximus, unfortunately. Won't be able to be in the play for a while as he's staggered, even looking for the orb. Does get it though, means he's back at basically half stagger and looking to fight yet again, but Core is on the other side of the map. And Friendly Taco and a Zero are putting on the pressure, but it is eventually saved out by Khalil and Mac, looking to just completely dominate the scene right now.
Yeah, these passings, honestly, this offense is looking so much more coordinated than it did in the first set. As Red Volcano is just stopping everything here. It's not even coming up to let Friendly Taco get a chance, but they finally do get a chance. Mac interrupts and has the core, but they're just running it down with this Mako secondary, but the dash punch comes out from Friendly Taco, taking off Mac. And that is a power play for Chikara Phoenix. Can they make this happen? Red Volcano with the flip down to up to Khalil. Khalil just finds it right through Mike Mart.
Mike Mart is getting, well, I wouldn't say Mike Mart's getting played, but it might look the case as he's been missing some of those crucial primaries, but in the end he has been holding it down a little bit better compared to Mac. I think it's just the unfortunate timings that have come to happen. It's like that night market angle right there. Both night market angles actually making it a very fast point play with just a simple strike to bring it right in.
This Khalil and Mac offense is just so efficient at taking down these barriers and scoring, abusing these night market angles. And it's just looking so hard for Mike Mart to do anything in this situation. Just how efficient this forward duo is. Friendly Taco desperately trying to make something happen, not able to get anything out of that dash punch. Has the flip. Can they do something? But these Mako jumps coming out. These forward duos just isn't letting go of the core. They always have core control. And Mac finds another KO.
That's another player off the map, and so is the defense slowly crumbling away as Mac and Claire are looking to find just the perfect time. It's still set one, and they're so highly low, and the flip comes out as well, and Mac secures that right there. Second set, God, I even lied. It's the second set, actually. I can't count, but second set so far going to Goofy Goobers. They're playing this amazingly well.
Yeah, Mac is the star of the show here, getting everything done, killing everybody, running it down. This offense is just a well-oiled machine, and these awakenings can contribute to that. There's a lot of size for this X. The Among Us does go up down to the Atlas. Mart hopefully going to be able to do something with that speed here, and we just see more power on the Juliet. Hopefully they can get some more KOs and turn the tide here.
And even with the double spark coming out for Mac, it just makes him a lot more kill hungry, I think, because he's been looking for those kills over and over, and you can fire more. That's what set this game down the drain, which it has been so far. And Phoenix, they're looking like they're trying to breathe some sign of life, but so far it's not looking that way, as one barrier does fall. And it's just a 1v1 almost all the time for Friendly Taco and Red Volcano. It just feels so dominating to have just 2v2 on the other side, while Friendly Taco is just up in a 1v1 where Mako can easily win.
Yeah, Friendly Taco finding a really nice conversion to get those double barriers, as Mac is the only person with flip on the field, and Friendly Taco missing the kick here. A little unfortunate. See if Mac can do anything with this flip. Losing the interaction, and it's looking a lot better for the side of Chikara Phoenix. They have a lot more core control, having a lot more opportunities. If they can get it to Friendly Taco, it could be it, and it is it. Friendly Taco bouncing it right around Red Volcano, and Red Volcano not able to strike the core there.
Like, Red Volcano tried to tried to do the delayed strike into getting it so he predicts the core, but Friendly Taco found the timing with a great strike to send the top side, and now it's back to normal, I think. Getting caught there, Goofy Goobers having to reload over that point doesn't really matter, as Max has to find both bears as well, using that flip in the process. And now Khalil and Mac are trying to set up yet again. Those night market angles are kind of impeding the way of the clears, but Mike Mart has flipped up, decides to use it to the top side, and it's back. It's basically piece restored yet again as the play comes back to normal.
Goofy Goobers with both barriers up still in this point, as Chikara Phoenix doesn't have anything up. Mike Mark trying to hold on for dear life as the judo falls. Friendly Taco desperately trying to hold this cord, loses it to Red Volcano. Khalil up to Mac, and the offense isn't quite able to start. Red Volcano saving the barrier. Friendly Taco accidentally dribbling it back to his own goalie, and this is just looking like a fiesta.
An interesting fiesta to start as Mac just completely bullies Mark into the corner, having to use the outlet's expense. Even Juno laughing to show his dominance as he sends it to the top side. And this is just a complete impressive show for Mac. This is just a Mac show right here.
It is the Mac show indeed. This offense, I keep saying it, but it's so efficient. They just keep getting everything done. Back killing Friendly Taco here. Mike Martin not able to save these barriers, having to concede the other one to get the orb. Mike Martin tried his best to save it around Mac and winning every interaction. Coming out and finding that chemical reaction for himself. That's the blue lock lure, and Khalil tries to save that bottom barrier. Isn't quite able to save it. Friendly Taco trying their best to kill Khalil, as it's kind of just a stalemate. Khalil barely surviving, hanging on by a thread. Let's see if the Goofy Goobers can make an offense here. Mac with the X Maximus pushes it past two people, and Goofy Goobers are up 2-1 in this final set.
Match point right now. It's time for Phoenix to show whether or not they can breathe once more, as they have been showing signs, but Mac, Trip, and Khalil as well getting the first Spanish off as well, putting Friendly Taco out of the play for the time being. He found that first kill, decides not to go for it again, but Mac with flip up has a lot to work with actually. That Cows is doing so much to get that offensive pressure going, and both barriers going on for Goofy Goobers. It might not look like it, but Phoenix is trying to revitalize themselves, but they have to get the core into the goal first, as Mac and Clear are setting up yet again. This offense looks so strong, it's just completely changing how Phoenix play, because they're playing a lot more defensive now and can't really go for all those risky plays that you normally see them make.
Yeah, Phoenix trying to keep this barrier up. Mike Mark barely clearing it around Mac, holding onto this barrier for dear life. He knows that if he loses this barrier, it could be game over. Friendly Taco not able to get that dash punch with the core in hand as he would want. With this flip, can he make it happen? Up to Khalil. Khalil saves it just barely. Mac trying to get this barrier here, but Mike Mart is not letting it go. Unfortunate, not able to save that. Red Volcano clearing it over to Mike Mart. Can Friendly Taco get this point over, or will it be lights out for Chikara Phoenix?
Phoenix are trying to hold on so far, but they might not hold on for dear longer, as Mac almost finds the kill, but an unfortunate bounce. I think the strike shot just shoving it right through, putting it at top speed and catching Mike Martin off guard means that Goofy Goobers will be winning this match, and I think even qualifying here.
Yeah, that was the Among Us differential. I think Mike Martin's strike is just big enough to save it, to save the core there, as he was slightly too small. And that is just a series of unfortunate events. And Goofy Goobers takes it home with a 3-0 victory.
And it's just a really great showing. Mac, Khalil, and Volcano balancing the game out individually. I mean, with Khalil just carrying with 171 redirects and not even a lot of damage, but still adding on to the KOs. 7 KOs recorded in total, and that was just a complete dominant performance.
Yeah, Khalil having this core auto permanently with these so many redirects. Just having 50 more, well, almost 50 more than the second most. And yeah, what a stop by the Goofy Goobers.
I think this means Goofy Goobers will be qualifying, in that ISS match is something we can see for the future. I want to see whether or not this team can make it out, but I think it's back to the OSAS grinds as we head into a little break in the meantime.
Don't